it is my pleasure to welcome you to the weekend news program tagged The Word this week. The news program highlights major events in the world as they unfolded in the sporting arena, news tidbits from across the world, while the big story of the week will wrap up the show. We shall kickstart with a news segment to update you on happenings across the globe. So enjoy the package. I am Seniat Abaru and I will be your anchor. No matter how hard today is, remember you will never have to do this day again. Now the news and details. Training on traditional Adira production techniques should be adopted in higher institutions across the country towards maintaining the creative design for global competitions. Of the wife of Ogun State Abeokuta during the closing ceremony of Adira exhibition, Adibola Oshomoji reports.
The Adira Market Week, organized by the wife Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun Foundation, has finally come to an end with a charge for all Adira manufacturers to be more innovative in by upgrading to standard.
Our people, they have the potential. They have the potential, they also have the opportunity. We need to step up our game. We need to start to make things a little bit differently. We need to be more innovative in our designs. I found out that students from higher institutions that are art students, that are creatives, they can help with design of Adira so that we don't have the same type of designs over and over the years.
Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun assured people that the event is just a tip of an iceberg, as more of it awaits the people of Ogun State.
I thank God for this very first attempt, because this is like a test run of what we plan to be doing in the future and frequently too.
Speaking at the event, the State Commissioner for Culture, Dr. Tony Taiwo, said the event has brought gains, promoted financial inclusion for women-owned business, and enhanced the tourism potential.
I want to say categorically here today that with the singular policy that was made by His Excellency, that all public and civil servants should put on Adira on Friday, it actually opened up the market. The demand for Adira now is so much, both locally, that we've got a challenge. How do we meet up with the demand that is expanding every second? And like you can see, the work of creativity.
A three-day event which showcased and promoted authentic Adira products from 150 exhibitors attracted over 5,000 local and international participants, and also featured exhibition of Adira fabrics. Adibola Oshomoji, Ogtv News.
Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State has congratulated Professor Oladapo Ashiru, Secretary General of the International Federation of Fertility Societies, IFFS. Ashiru, a Nigerian professor and reproductive endocrinologist, was elected alongside other executive officers at the General Assembly of the World Fertility Congress in Athens, Greece, and he is to serve till 2025. IFFS is a non-state global organization and with an official relationship with the World Health Organization. Abiodun, in a congratulatory statement by his Chief Press Secretary, ordered the Ogun State-born man for his latest feat. He noted that Professor Ashiru, who is also the president of the Academy of Medicine of Nigeria and the Africa Reproductive Care Society, and the first black to head such global organization in its 54-year history, speaks volumes. #1 position in various fields of human endeavor. Abiodun expressed optimism that with the new position of Professor Ashiru, many reproductive and fertility research will be recorded, while further the new IFFS contributions in the field of and fertility, the governor urged him to continue to render his expertise to the benefit of mankind. He said his administration would not hesitate to collaborate on areas that can benefit his state of origin. For commuters in Abeokuta, as the people of the Asian city experienced the maiden trip of Gateway Bus Mass Transit, first set of users of the facility comfortable and before additional.
Call it a jaw-dropping scenario, not far from it.
Did you enjoy the trip, sir?
I really enjoyed it, so that's why I decided to enter. This time I'm coming from level 1 here.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Cranbev.
So how much did you pay?
No, I do not lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ibi àyẹ̀kọ́ dàbí ti Èkó náà ni. So gbogbo ẹ̀ náà abẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó máa dùn.
It is equally a new innovation that is adding value to the numerous achievements of Prince Dapò Abiodun's administration in Ogun State.
From Itaoshin to Adaton Street, 150. From Itaoshin to Shakmon, 100 naira. From Shakmon to Ake, 50 naira. Ake to Adaton, 15.
Take a leap from the past and the keys as they ride.
If I can browse free of charge while on the conditioner is working, instead of getting of traffic, I can park my car at home and go do my business, link another bus back to my. That will relieve me a lot.
Chip and a monopoly is broken. Security is needed, and the project needs a lot by all stakeholders. Ade Fowora at the Ogtv News.
Abeokuta South Local Government Chairman Honorable Omolaja Majekodunmi has presented a proposed 4.5 billion naira as 2022 budget proposal to the Legislative Council. Honorable Omolaja, in the presentation ceremony, Local Government Secretariat Aki Abeokuta disclosed that the budget entails the summary of revenue for the 2022 fiscal year. Sheyalawu has the news.
Abeokuta South Local Government Area in Ogun State, Honorable Omolaja Majekodunmi presented to the Legislative House a proposed budget for 2022, which he tagged Budget of Hope. The proposed 2022 budget is estimated at 4.5 billion naira. In his presentation, Honorable Omolaja Majekodunmi explained that the proposal with the mission to construct and acquire tangible assets, provision of infrastructures and social amenities for all the sectors of his administration. The chairman, however, pleaded with the Legislative Council to speed up the approval of the proposed budget so that the people of the begin to enjoy the dividends of the.
This presentation entails of revenue, expenditure, and other related matter of Abeokuta South Local Government for the year 2022 fiscal year. The total bill for the revenue, 4,504,766,340. And therefore, I appeal to you to swiftly consider passage of this budget proposal.
Receiving the proposed budget, the leader of Abeokuta South Local Government Legislative Council, Honorable Kazeem Adenekon, assured residents that the budget will be properly scrutinized.
The budget has just been presented to us now, and we still need to go and sit down and work on it. Definitely, the interest of the people will surely be represented. Of course, we are going to do that because those people are the ones that sent us here. So we need to work on the way to protect them.
In another development, new cabinet members for Abeokuta were also sworn in. The event was attended by all members of the Executive Council and stakeholders of All Progressive Congress in Abeokuta South Local Government. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftain Affairs, Honorable Afolabi Afuakpe, congratulated the new cabinet members and charged them to contribute to the development of the community.
I'm advising you, you are here to serve the local government. You are here to serve our people. You must be above board. I must try as much as possible to cooperate with your chairman so the vision of our government, of this government, will be able to achieve it.
They later enjoined the community to give the new executives necessary support to excel. Sheyi, Ogtv News.
The federal government has assured consumers that it was working to fully restore the electricity national grid, which collapsed on Friday evening. The collapse past months as the energy crisis facing the country deepened. According to a report, the grid has been restored 51.5 megawatt with 5 The Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, in a statement by his media aide, Isam Sanusi, was investigating the cause of the latest collapse. The Registrar, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Ishaku Loyede, said one center was delisted from participating in the 2022 UTME system, just as 175,000 candidates sat for its mock examination. Oloyede, who spoke on Saturday, said that the conduct of the examination was impressive and satisfactory. The registrar identified the center as Brain Point Computer-Based Center, CBT, at Okoba in Lagos for allegedly violating for the conduct of an effective examination. Oloyede, who said that the CBT centers were allowed to collect up to 1,000 naira from candidates instead of the earlier others to give their best of the examination. He called on some tertiary institutions on the need to maintain their facilities, saying some of their facilities were substandard and hence needed upgrading. He, however, expressed satisfaction with the examinations in all the states of the Federation, saying he had gotten reports from officials on the field across the country of the examination.
Remain dangerously high in many parts of the world. New data from World Health Organization shows that 9 out of 10 people breathe air containing high levels of pollutants. Updated estimations show an alarming death toll of 7 million people every year caused by outdoor and household air pollution. Scientifically, both particulate matter and nitrogen dioxide are indicators of polluted air, primarily produced by human activities of burning fossil fuels. This caused for concern in Ogun State as the new and industries. The damage air pollution does to the human body has been on steady rise and a pointer to significant harm evoked by even low levels of many air pollutants. Respondents described the issue as an alarming one that needed urgent attention.
We have this air pollution, we have this noise pollutions, we have this of the environment, this illegal miners, we have all these issues of drainages.
This is a residential place, and sometimes even people who have residential places manufacture one thing or the other in their offices. So you cannot but talk about that kind of pollution.
They highlighted that there has never been a right demarcation between industrial zones and residential areas, thus making pollution a major
exclusively meant. But these days you find an heavy equipment industry beside a residential house. And this carbon monoxide, they affect the system negatively. One of those we have done in the Tampa is effective planning.
A lot of vehicles, industries, all of them be emitting energy, renewables, diesel, like gas and so on and so forth. Implication of that is that carbon, all sort of things in the air that we breathe.
The state government, however, reiterated its commitment to working on the energy concerns and in speeding up the transition to cleaner and healthier energy systems.
So we are on top of the matter. We just want to appeal as a government. We want to appeal to individuals and to ensure that they do the needful.
It was further decided that there is need to work together with different sectors, including transport and energy, urban planning, and rural development on solutions for sustainable transport, more efficient and renewable and use of waste management. Adira, Ogtv News.
Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has described marriage as an institution ordained by God. He therefore admonished the newly wedded couple, Victor and Huye, to always live in accordance with the words of God for a mutual relationship. Governor Abiodun made this known at the solemnization of Holy Matrimony of the Chairman, Board of Directors, Ogun State Agric and Micro Credit Agency, OSAMAC, Mr. Abayomi Huye, held at Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta. The governor, that now that the couple have embarked on a journey of life, said marriage is like farming, that they need to work hard in order to have a continuous good harvest.
We are two intelligent, well brought up, well educated sons and daughters of ours. You cannot possibly agree on everything. However, you will learn that it's not about winning an argument, it's about appreciating each other for the strengths that God has placed in either of you.
Forced 2 years of drastically poured and pared down pilgrimages. The move, while falling short of reinstating normal Hajj conditions, offered hopeful news for many Muslims outside the kingdom who have been barred from making the trip since 2019. One of the 5 pillars of Islam, the Hajj, all Muslims with the means at least once in their life. Hajj Ministry has authorized 1 million pilgrims, both foreign and domestic, to perform the Hajj. As its core mandate to assist in the maintenance of peace and order in the country, the Nigeria Security and State Command has its achievement from January to March 2022 and also unveiled how it would deploy personnel during the Easter holiday. Over by the NSCDC State Public Relations Officer Duke Ogbonaya, representing the State Commandant Kolawole Taiwo. Under the anti-vandal activities, the State Commandant Kolawole Taiwo stated that in the past 3 months, the NSCDC anti-vandal squad fought vandalism attempt, thereby reducing the menace in the state.
28th of January 2022, vandalism activities was foiled nearby axis in Shagamu local government area of the state, leading to the arrest of 5 Sienna buses. The vehicles were filled with empty jerry cans as exhibits. These vehicles have been referred to the Federal High Court sitting at Abeokuta for forfeiture. Also, on the 24th February 2022, a stoppage was effected by the men of the anti-vandal squad on a planned attacks on NNPC right of way in Otuyeru tent in Shagamu local government area of the state.
Also stated that the command's private guard companies also clamped down 5, thereby recovering the sum of 5,310,000 naira, while the anti-fraud department recovered the 355,700 naira.
Anti-corruption and transparency unit recovered a total sum of 10,219,500 only. And the Peace and Conflict Management Unit recovered a total sum of 10 million naira only. Meanwhile, these are the recovered sum which had to the complainants, while the balances of these debts are still being pursued with discretion.
On counter-terrorism, the achievements of the department under review were also ruled out.
The Anti-Human Trafficking, Irregular Migration and Gender Unit for the quarter under review was able to handle 9 cases with 10 suspects bordering on child maltreatment, labor, abuse, trafficking, molestation, neglect, abandonment, amongst others.
Ahead of the coming Easter holiday, the NSCDC in Ogun State assured residents of adequate security to make the celebration hitch-free. Up next is the word this week.
The Nigerian Administration Association, NIRA, has nominated Ogun State Television, Ogtv, in the Best Electronic Media Websites TV category for the 2022.ng award. We implore our team in viewers and the general public its television logging on the site on NIRA.ng/NG Awards 2022/voting. Enter your email address, then scroll to Best Website Television and click on Ogun State TV to cast your vote. Awards voting portal closes at midnight Sunday, 10th April 2022. Ogtv, your preferred best electronic media website.
You're welcome to the second segment of the program. French voters are preparing to cast their ballot in the first round of the presidential elections on Sunday. Polls have shown a marked fall in President Emmanuel Macron's lead over his main challenger, far-right candidate Marine Le Pen. Campaigning has now ended and voter turnout is expected to be lower than previous elections in France. Although the race has been overshadowed by the war in Ukraine, the main issue for many voters is the cost of living. Mr. Macron and Ms. Le Pen are the firm favorite, but there are 10 other candidates competing to reach the second round on 24th of April. A gang of an extraordinary haste in broad daylight has managed to foot the Font Iron Bridge across the Arazun Canal in Rohtas district in Bihar in eastern India. Police officer Bab confirmed that the thieves disguised as government irrigation officials. To the villagers, it took the robbers 3 days to the crafty scrap metal robbers reportedly came with bulldozers, gas cutters, and other equipment to pull off the bridge and drag away the scrap metal. Villagers said they were stunned after witnessing the miraculous disappearance of the 500-ton steel bridge overnight. The 50-year-old bridge was built in 1972 at Ami Iyawa village over the Arizona Canal. Investigations revealed that the had been slowly and daringly chipping off the bridge built over a water canal after an adjacent concrete